Hello everyone. Today I came to the topic on how you are showing anger and what are the important steps we need to take care on anger and what are the six steps to prevent on showing to overcome the anger in a positive way because in our life regularly we keep on putting our more time and without our notice we completely drain because of our anger issues and sometimes we don't know how to show up our anger to our people, our family members, our community, whoever it may be. And if you don't know exact what are the steps of the anger and in that which one is helpful for you and which is not helpful for you, these all things will make you very much content on the anger and it will help you a lot. And sometimes we are completely frustrated because of some of the situations we got related to anger. Okay, this is one of the most important topic in our regular life. If you follow this one, you can get more insights and you can rid of anger in a slow way and you can get more into it. And coming to the topic here, whatever we discuss right now, I can share now six common types of anger at the end of the video. Stay tuned until end of the video. You can get more details on the anger and we need to we need to acknowledge our anger. Lot of times what happen, we feel it is a negative thing related to the anger, but we need to acknowledge the anger in a positive way. And if you don't acknowledge your anger, you can suppress yourself and you unable to overcome in a lot of situations. We need to honor that anger. If you honor that anger, you have more healthier emotional life. Okay, we need to honor it. Otherwise, a lot of times what happen, they will suppress their anger and they unable to overcome in some of the situations in some of the situations in the anger. And it is very much one minute. It is very much problematic if you don't honor your anger. That is one of the most important aspect of the anger. And if you suppress the anger, what are the things we can affect more? If you suppress the anger, sometimes we are down, we ignore some of the anger and we hope go away. If you suppress the anger, what happen in our brain, lot of emotions are completely suppressed and we unable to express lot of emotions, so that in our brain it keep on suppress itself and it will lead to mental and health issues as well. And that issues in the long term, you unable to overcome that one. And it will lead to one of the most healthy it will lead to completely different diseases if you keep on suppressing your anger. we need to express anger in such a way that we need to express anger in healthier way. We need to know how to express our anger. We need to know in which situation we are doing we can able to express our anger. That is one of the important thing for most healthier way in the relationship. And it will lead to it will lead to stress and anxiety. We already have stress from our working environment, in family's responsibility. If you suppress that anger, it is like a uh, increasing one by one. Whatever we are expressing, already we have lot of issues in that, it will add one more and it is exponentially increase our stress. That is one of the main problem if you suppress that anger. And what here we can discuss about emotional swapping. And sometimes what happen, people will substitute that anger with another emotion because they unable to show exact emotion what they are feeling. That is one of the most important thing. And if you do for the long time, the suppression is inside within you without your notice, it will lead to some other different emotions in your life. Okay, in this case, what we need to do is more we need to be more comfortable with that emotion. If you are showing sadness instead, because you are more comfortable with that emotions, and the way you are substitute your emotion, it will affect you more. So for this reason, we need to have self awareness and self reflection towards ourselves. Otherwise you can affect, sometimes we unable to express that emotion in a positive way. And next, if you go for sometimes sarcasm, generally we find with our friends, and we make some comedy, but there is some hidden anger on that one, and we unable to express exact emotion over there, and it will damage. Initially it is okay for you, but it will damage your relationships in a longer way, and sometimes you lost that person as well. That is one of the most dangerous thing. If you practice this one, it is not healthier way, and you can stop practicing this one in your relationship. If you go for conflict avoidance, because sometimes what happen is we avoid some of the disagreements. So we are not willing to express our feelings. And if there is some arguments, and if there is any disagreements in our relationship, or if there is any difficult conversations, and we are uncomfortable to deal, because in the argument, in the difficult situations, we feel little lower in the relationship, and we unable to we unable to express we unable to express lot of times in the relationship, and it will lead to more it will lead to bigger problem. And there is a problem in your relationship. If you are keep on avoiding the disagreements, and you can lose your relationship in a bigger way. For that, we need to practice healthy conflict resolution. How to do that one is, if you have any disagreements or any difficult conversations in your life, what we need to do is we need to aim in a common ground, and we need to balance our emotions from our partner, and we need to go in a positive and positive way, positive distant way. Otherwise otherwise it will affect more in the relationship as well, and you can suppress some of the uncomfortable, and you unable to go further for that communication. And sometimes we have some control issues. We feel angry but we don't express some of the feelings, and we try to control all situations around us. And sometimes somebody will control us, and if somebody will control us, we are unable to express the feelings, and we are trying to control all the situations of that one in a negative way. And sometimes you are unable to notice these type of issues are hidden in your life, and that will affect more in the relationships. You please be aware of this control issues in your life. And sometimes we have some this type of sil- passive aggressive behavior. We don't know, sometimes in relationships what happen is, we give for certain silent treatment in our life, and we unable to, if there is any difficult conversation happened in our life, especially men will do this type of situation, they give silent treatment in the relationship, and it will affect more, and you unable to come out that situation. And intentionally we are doing some activities, and we unable to if you do certain activities, you can lose your relationship. And sometimes we annoy others, and to overcome this passive behavior, there is lot of passive behaviors we can observe in ourselves. Sometimes we can observe in our partner. So instead of doing this type of annoying things in a silent treatment, we need to sit with our partner, and we need to make a direct communication. We need to make a direct communication so that it will help you more. Otherwise, if you do this type of activities, what happen, sometimes you can win the game, but in the long run you unable to win, and you can't have a healthier you can't build the healthier relationship. Okay. And next one, disordering our boundaries. I already told in one of my videos, boundaries plays very important role in our relationship. And if you disordering the boundary, if you go little forward whatever their boundaries, you can disrespecting that person, and you unable to overcome some situations that you feel that person feel disconnected, because you are moving away, you are crossing your boundary limits towards that person. And in this situation what happened is, we feel that person feel disrespected, and every time each and every person have some boundaries. Is otherwise what happen if you don't respecting that boundary person with their own boundaries. Initially initially they will sustain for the long time, but for the long run, if they notice continuously every time you are disordering their boundaries, you are not respecting their boundaries, and you are going forward and doing some negative activities towards that one, it will affect more in the relationship, and sometimes it will lead to complete damage towards your relationship. That is one of the more, please respect the boundaries whatever others are feeling. That is one of the important thing. If you don't respect, other people get angry and you are also angry. Sometimes you have some expectations to be done, that you can feel a lot in that one as well. And sometimes we shut down, we keep away from certain sometimes we completely shut down our feelings, because we don't want to participate, we don't want to connect emotionally towards some people. Here what happen is we completely shut down, we go backward, and we disconnect with a lot of people. We suppress a lot of anger in ourselves. In this case what happen is we literally feel loneliness in our relationship. We feel loneliness with ourselves, and it will lead to a lot of stress and anxiety, and it need to we need to overcome doing some small steps in this case, because loneliness will make you feel lot of guilty and shame every time, and our thinking process is also keep on going towards negative patterns. What happen is our brain, how our brain work is, if you think positive thought, it will lead to some more positive thoughts, and that some more positive thoughts will lead to more positive thoughts. It is like a tree. The seed is one positive thought, and all positive thoughts will imbibe each other, it will grow like anything. Same like if you feel loneliness, if you feel stress in that relationship or with yourself, it is also negative pattern. Negative thought will lead to negative more thoughts, and it will lead to more negative thoughts, and you are unable to come out of that loneliness, you are unable to express in the society. That is one of the thing we need to know in this case. And to overcome that one, we need to practice some of the things, and it will help you some small steps and small wins we need to do, so to express that one. And sometimes we explode, we outburst ourselves, and we show anger like it is a granted. It will lead to in such a way that those other people completely frustrated on you. Sometimes we burn out without our notice, we don't control some anger, we completely shout towards that person. It will lead to complete damage of your relationship. The people will hide lot of things in this case, because if they are expressing your outburst, you are also not, you don't notice you are outbursting, because you take the people granted. We need to check ourselves if you are outbursting certain situations. That will lead to completely relationship breakout. That is one of the important thing we need to know. And it will damage, and you can completely, sometimes other person don't take that much seriously about that much. If they feel completely low, if you are outburst, sometimes you can completely uh, damaging that person will completely move away from you in the relationship, and it will more affect in the family as well. And some of the things this regularly we see in while taking communication, we don't take care about this one, because nowadays in the recent technology we keep on taking our gadgets while in the communication. Okay, if keep on using gadgets in your communication, and you are not physically helping not physically helping the people, and you unable to make face to face communication with the people, and while their communication you are doing some other activity, it will lead to complete damage in your relationship in a more longer way. It is very slow process, but it will affect more in the relationship. And for this one, we can come out forgiveness is a way to release anger in this one. And another thing is guilt and shame. Suppressing anger can lead to feelings of guilt and shame, and it is we need to recognize this one. It is a natural emotion, and we need to manage those feelings. We need to manage those feelings, and we can come out of as early as possible, because don't suppress the anger in this way. Here I already told in the initial form of initial video, we have six types of angers. Completely after discussing all these things, we have six types of anger. In that we have assertive anger. So here I will give some of the solutions for each and anger, and if you practice those things, it will help you more. Assertive anger means it is healthy and constructive anger. Here we can express feelings directly and honestly without any aggression. We need to, sometimes if you get the anger, we need to honestly accept other person's words, and we need to respect that person, and we need to have clear communication, and we need to respect that interaction. We need to express their thoughts, we need to think from their shoes, and we need to express our clear feelings towards them, and that will help you more in the. And our communication must be problem solving focused. If you keep on focusing your point of view, it is not problem solving focused. it will uh, lead to it will lead frustration in the relationship, and people will not respect you. That is one of the important thing we need to take. And behavior anger, here it will show some physical expressions. Sometimes we are in a lack of control. It will potentially harm your relationship if you are physical do some of the things, and sometimes it is completely destructive. We need to aware this type of anger, because it is completely physical. Chronic anger, and here persistent feelings and underlying issues will be there in chronic anger. Here we hidden some of the feelings, we hidden some of the feelings in ourselves, so that it will impact our health in more broader way. So please avoid this anger as well. And we have judgmental anger. Here, the anger is a way that we can sense the superiority from our partner who is showing the anger. We also show sometimes superiority, and because of superiority we show the anger. We can show some attitude, and we can see that attitude in that anger. There is lot of impatience in the judgmental anger. We need to avoid this anger as well. And I already discussed that outburst, whatever exploding anger. We are helpless if you show this anger, and we are very difficult to overcome this one. We need to take care about. We need to take care about this one as well. And passive anger. Here, I already told we are going some silent treatment, sarcasm, and indirect expressions will completely lead to, and we don't do this type of anger here. We need to show, we need to show our anger. We need to show our anger in a more healthier way, and otherwise, what happened? We can't overcome, and we can break our relationship in this one. And we need to honor our anger. We need to honor our anger. And we need to honor our anger. And we can anger is valid, and it is healthy to express, and we need to acknowledge the anger. There is some steps to rid out of the anger in a positive way. Okay, these steps whatever I told is acknowledging that is a valid emotion, and it is healthy to express, and we need to aware ourselves. We have open communication. We need to practice every day our mindfulness in the relationship. And we need to think the anger is a natural emotion. We need to express in a positive way, and we need to balance that emotion. Otherwise, it will lead to all the health issues, and we unable to come out of that one. And if you handle if you handle the anger in the positive way, it will construct more, it will be healthier in a relationship. If you don't handle, and if you are showing all the things in this one, it will have very tragic, very difficult things. Because in the relationship, it is one of the important thing we need to discuss. We don't know lot of times while we are expressing the anger as well. This is it for today, and I'm very excited to share related to anger for you people. And thank you all once again. And those who are watching me on YouTube and Facebook as well, and I have installed, so I'm sharing all my details below in this video, and you can go through each of my social media. I have community in my FB Facebook group as well. You can follow there. I can come out of with more videos on this one. And these all are related to anger. And please be aware of all these steps. It will help you more in relationship if you handle that anger constructively. Thank you once again. You people are awesome. Thank you all the people who is helping me to make these videos. Thank you all.